What is up, everybody? Logan coming at you guys with another video really quickly. And I actually got a comment in the last video, and someone said, can you do a video during the live trading day for the peak bot for performance and kind of explain the process behind it? As you guys can see, we have a 100% win rate since we started a week ago, up 12.5% on the account with a minimum cash needed to follow of 10,000. Pretty good week, right? And I took a trade today. You guys can see everything you want here. I have since withdrawn some money, so you guys can see my historical balance was on the rise. We still have only been winning trades, but I have withdrawing money because I got to keep this around 10K for people to follow at that rate. So a few things today. We gapped up. Um, I want to short that every time we get a little gap up around the 7,500 mark. That's just me personally. We've had a really crazy extended run that's been up, 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 up every day. So, today I put on a couple entries here. As you guys can see, this one was for 90 credit. This one was for 85. The spread is a 75.50, 75.70 call credit spread. So far, it's up like 15, 30 bucks. This if it expires, we get $182. It's not the end of the world, but that would be a 1.82% gain on the entire account off one trading day. So for me, this is a very clear entry. And if someone's like, well, why do you say that? We click to the Discord, we have this expected move bot. And today is May 22nd, 2026. Can't believe we're almost in June, but here we are. And we had a 50-point expected move. So even if we were to start to move past the expected move to the upside, which is 74.94, if we click back over here, which is right around where we are, we're about 7 points away from that at this very moment as I'm making this video. Shorts have gotten smoked overnight. 7,500 is very psychological. And that is in line with what's expected, right? And the EM's pretty good 68% of the time, right? You can use the EM for the move that you're getting or staying within it. So I could actually see us either staying around 7,500, or if this market wants to get crazy, it could go and run back down and fill the gap and we close around 74.50. I still think we have a little bit of volatility left today. The VIX as well. It's on the climb currently, so expect a little bit of volatility, right? The Dow is up a little bit too, with DJX up 0.8% and the S&P is up 0.6% here. Really no gain or loss yet, but it's early, right? It's only 10 a.m. so far. We've had two entries. We're playing further out of the money. So if the market does begin to go against us, we have quite a bit of wiggle room. And then if it goes in our favor, right, at this point, it'll be very quickly that these contracts like explode down to essentially nothing. We can take the trade off. I could really just take this trade off because trade here is such low fees that I could take it off if we're up 50 bucks and move on. This is me trading a 10K account, right? And these are the entries that I would take and how I would kind of size and finding something to help push this account further. But if we go back to the expected move, as we were talking about a little bit, here is the EM lows, right? If we were to bust down today, if today was red, you're looking at this side of things. And if it was green, we still strike-wise are outside of 2x the expected move, which has about a 93% chance of not getting tested. So you're looking at like this trade having a 7% chance of giving us any issues. So that's why I took that trade, right? I mean, if it's going to help grow the portfolio 1.82%, if this is to expire, volume is negative today as well because you can see the VIX is rising after we had a big gap up. So you're seeing volatility risk come back into the market. So, and we're still hovering around the 1 EM band, which is good about 70% of the time, right? Those are all intricate pieces that I use for my entries. And for me, like relying on the expected move is a pretty solid strategy, especially if you get moves overnight. And what I mean by that is like if the market is to jump up or to jump down, like if the EM was 50, and we've talked about this before when I broke out the whiteboard in some older videos, if the EM's 50 points and the market gaps up 50 or gaps down 50, I really like to take the opposite side of the trade, unless volume's screaming. If like the VIX drops, 5%, like we might continue to see more rippage. And if the VIX jumps like 10%, I mean, we could definitely continue to see more dippage because there's definitely those -3% days that happen once a year. Those positive 2.5, 3% days that happen once a year as well, right? Depending on VIX volatility, what's happened previously. So far, as we've kind of talked about this entry, I took it this morning. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time relative to the stock market. So, and as you guys have been sitting here, we've watched this market move in our favor. So, how do I feel emotionally right now? Calm, right? I've taken a trade with a good setup. I statistically have a 93% chance, regardless of where we're sitting right now. And the market's moving in my favor. So, I believe in these things. I believe the stock market plays in the set parameter, right? Of what can the S&P do today, right? And trading the S&P is a lot like being married. You can wake up and you know what to expect, right? Versus trying to juggle like six girlfriends at once or whatever. You never know what to expect in that regard. So far, we're seeing this market work out in our favor. So it's a very easy video to make at the moment. And this is kind of the feeling. This is what somebody wanted to see. They said, Logan, let me see what your emotions are while you're trading. And you guys got to watch a position right as I put it on, begin to win, and how I feel, how I look at this. And then kind of my management moving forward, is okay. We have about 110 bucks left in value on this trade. Here are your current prices, right, of the trade, what it's worth. So 55 cents per contract after filling at 90 and 85. You're seeing the long leg really lose value now as it's down to 40 cents with a full trading day left. And, that's about 100 points out of the money with a 50 EM day. So as long as the VIX doesn't start to get crushed here, if I saw the VIX turn down to like 16.7, 16.6, then I would guess the S&P would be above 7,500 at that point, and maybe I would begin to watch this a little closer. But I don't expect too much. I mean, Fridays are typically fireworks, which is why you can get good premium on both sides. But as far as entries go, and my overall cost basis here, as you guys can see, I filled an average of 156 on this short leg, and the long leg I filled at 69. So this is that difference that comes out to these two credits, and now just trying to sit in this trade, let it ride out. You collect, volatility decay, right? If 3 hours goes by, these contracts are going to lose value if the market stays here. And essentially, you just don't want to be wrong. And if you are, you can always stop out of a trade. You can roll and hedge it if you really like this level. But you got to remember, you get to keep your credits too. So if you wanted to go at the money, you could risk 2 grand to make 2 grand, and then maybe set a stop loss for when you lose five, six, 700 bucks, you're out. And then you could also just let that trade ride, like set that stop, walk away, move on to the next thing, and go from there. So for me today, even though the VIX was rising and the market had gapped up, I still wanted to buy quite a bit of space because I know 7,500 is a big level of interest, especially after we've spent some time above it, below it, kind of moving all around. And I think that's like one big takeaway in the stock market is it can go in one direction for quite some time, as of these days. So just looking at these entries, these exits, things to take into consideration, specifically the expected move here. And now I can eye up into next week, what's kind of expected, where we land today, and then what my bot spits out for that. So we have a bot doing the expected move. We have a bot for people to follow my trades. So everything's pretty much automated now in this world, which has made my job a lot easier, let me tell you. And yeah, it's just something that I try to explain thoroughly my entries. Someone literally asked, why would you take this? I showed you guys my entries. You can see the time is 10. You could go back and follow what the actual price says here. Um, you know, this is all live trading, of course, for anybody who might be skeptical. All of this is tracked by PeakBot, and you guys will see that later if you come over here and view my live trades. And this is something that's done by them, right? I can't even change these numbers. That's something done by them that they type in to track my performance. So that's today's trade, and we're continuing to see the market move in our favor. So for me right now, I am looking at these trades expiring. I don't have a reason why I would want to shift this at all, shift the strategy, take something off early when there's really no reason to. Um, and with what's expected and what these contracts are already worth, I don't mind sitting in this trade a little bit longer. and then, seeing what we can get, seeing what we could do. But overall, I mean, if you're paying the 200 bucks a month to be following my trades, the copy trades, I mean, today's trades alone could basically pay for the whole thing, especially if you use code LADGE 15, and you get 15% off. So, yeah, I just want to make this quick video talking about the entries in real time, why I took them, and I hope I was very clear. I mean, if anybody can't understand that, maybe rewatch the video or some of my other ones, but we gapped up. We have the expected move to rely on. I saw that we were testing the first EM band, and since then we have dropped 20 points after my entry. And here we are collecting the fruits of our labor. It'd be cool to do this with, of course, even more capital, which you have the ability to. And this is, my copy trading where people can follow me with up to $50,000, and if you wanted to do it with 100 grand, you could do 50 grand on two different accounts, and there's your $100,000 replication. But this, another 1.8% gain puts us up 14.3% on the week. And like I said, I'm not trying to get rich quick or anything. I'm just trying to teach how selling credit spreads can help you compound an account over time. If I gave up right now trading after 1 week, that's not something I'm going to do. But if everything is to expire today, I will outperform the S&P's benchmark in 1 week of trading, right? And that's like the benchmark of 8% a year. I will outperform, right? And that's just something to think about with your trading is like, why do you do it? I trade to outperform the S&P. I'm passionate about it. I have the capital to where it makes sense to do that. And, for me, that's something that's very important is like, otherwise just invest your money into stocks, bonds, have a good mix. But for me, I'd much rather just trade the stock market, outperform the S&P, and let that performance compound over 5 to 10 years worth of time, depending on how much longer, somebody wants to trade or have this be a part of their life. Or you could be like, yo, thanks, Logan, made 170 bucks today. Go get a steak dinner, go buy a new pair of shoes, whatever you want to do with that. You could even buy some other alternative investment ideas, or some stock with it. But, I'll probably buy a little bit of stock with this win, that's for sure. If we do get to the end of the day, I'll just, buy some real estate stock or something and sit on it for a while. But that's going to be everything for me. I do appreciate all the love and support from you guys. You guys are great people. Thanks for following. The link is below if you guys do want to come and copy trade. But that's going to be everything for me, and I will see you guys in the next video.